Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm gonna be talking about how I passed the ISC squared CC exam in 2 days. I completed the exam in 20 minutes, and yeah, let's get into it. So obviously, I didn't go into this exam knowing nothing. Some past experience. I have no professional IT experience, but I do have my A plus. I've been working with computers my whole life, so I'm not going into this with no prior knowledge. So if you're expecting to you've never worked with computers before and then pass this in 2 days, yeah, you probably won't. But if you have your A plus, if you have your trifecta, this thing will be super easy. The CompTIA trifecta. But even if you just have your A plus and you know your basic computer stuff, networking just a little bit, you'll be fine. So the resources that I used were the official IC squared study material. Um, it's this self-paced course, which is actually it's okay. I kind of just did the practice questions. I got really bored reading. I just cannot read textbooks and things like that. I just get so bored and I easily lose focus. So I try and do as many questions as I can. So, I started the questions on Monday, the exam was on Wednesday. So I didn't really spend all day doing them. They were just really easy to do. So I kind of blew through those. And yeah, so since they're doing that 1 million certified in cybersecurity program, this whole exam is free. Training materials are free on ISC squared at least. So you really shouldn't sweat it. So things to know about uh, the test, like, concepts that might not be accentuated in the training that were in the test report numbers. So definitely know, um, if you remember your report numbers from A plus or Net plus, you should be fine. HTTP, SMTP, SNMP, DNS, kind of the basic simple ones. VNC might be one actually. I don't really remember, but I definitely know HTTPS, DNS. Those are on the test. Virus versus a worm. Distress can virus versus a worm. Oh yeah, and malware and Trojan horses, kind of the different types of attacks that a system can face. Discretionary access control versus mandatory access control versus role-based access control. This is one you're just going to have to put on a Quizlet card, or you can talk to ChatGPT with advanced voice mode. That's actually pretty good. I would recommend talking about it. It's always better to talk about concepts with someone or try and teach someone a concept so that way you understand better where you're lacking. And then lastly, physical versus logical versus administrative controls. Um, this was in terms of policies, procedures, things like that. So just put it on a Quizlet flashcard, flip it around, maybe do it once every 2 or 3 hours, and you'll get it by the time you need to test, right? You can just dump it and go. Asymmetric versus symmetric encryption, that should be kind of painfully obvious to everyone who knows. Symmetric encryption only uses one key, asymmetric uses two keys. Asymmetric is slower, so when speed is needed, you use symmetric to encrypt the data, but to distribute the symmetric key, you use asymmetric encryption. You know, this test was really easy. I would say probably the only other easy exam would be from WGU at least, ethics and technology, and then the cert would probably be the Linux Essentials from Linux Professional Institute. So that's the ISC squared CC exam. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. Really, don't sweat this one either. It's super easy. You can just get it done. Unfortunately, you do have to go in person, at least where I live. There was no option of doing it remote from your room with Pearson View. They made you go in person. So thanks for watching.